Hello everybody, this is Natasha, and His Royal Highness Prince Bertie the Frog has commanded me to tell you the Storynory of Troy. Bertie told us recently how Paris, Prince of Troy, ran away with a Greek queen called Helen, the most beautiful woman who ever lived. That was the cause of the great war between the Greeks and the Trojans. And now here's the second part of the story, how the Greeks fought the Trojans. It was told thousands of years ago by a blind poet called Homer. But today I'm going to tell you Bertie's version, which is rather shorter, but still very interesting. Each of the great cities of Greece sent an army to join the war against the Trojans. Each, that is, except for one. The city of Thebes refused to join the war, saying that it had no quarrel with the faraway Trojans. And so the Greek king Agamemnon decided to teach the Thebans a lesson. He ordered his men to destroy their beautiful city and take its treasure. And that is exactly what they did. While the ruined city of Thebes was still burning, the greatest of the Greek warriors shared out the prizes of war. King Agamemnon chose for himself one of the captives, a beautiful young girl called Chryseis, a priest's daughter. Agamemnon told her that she must live with him from now on and be his slave. The girl wept bitterly and begged to be returned to her father. But King Agamemnon had a cruel heart and was unmoved by her tears. Eventually, the Greek ships reached Troy, and the army set up a vast camp on the beach not far from the city. One evening, the good old priest, who was the father of Chryseis, arrived at the camp and asked to meet King Agamemnon and all the greatest of the Greeks. And this is how he spoke. "O Agamemnon, leader of men, may the gods grant your wish to destroy the magnificent city of Troy, and may all the Greeks return home safely in their black ships. But grant me this favour. Free my daughter and accept in her place a gift of great treasure that I have brought for you." The Greek army cheered the old man for his generous offer, and for the love that he had shown for his daughter. But Agamemnon flew into a rage. "Old man," said he, "let me not find you hanging about our ships, nor coming here again. I will not free your lovely daughter. She shall grow old in my house in Argos, far from her home. So get out of my sight right now, or it will be the worse for you." The priest was afraid and swiftly left. But later that evening, he knelt down on the shore of the resounding sea and prayed to the immortal god, Apollo, of the silver bow. And Apollo heard the good old man's prayer for just revenge, and he took up his silver bow and fired arrows into the Greek camp. The arrows of Apollo brought disease, and many of the Greek soldiers fell ill. By far the greatest of the Greek warriors was Achilles. He was faster and stronger than any man alive, and also very proud. When Achilles saw the Greek soldiers dying of disease, he called a meeting of all the generals and spoke as follows. "Noble Agamemnon, though you are our leader, I must speak the truth. It was wrong to threaten the priest, a good old man who came to you with a generous offer. The gods are angry with us for what you did, and matters must be put right. You must return the lovely Chryseis to her father." King Agamemnon was surprised to hear such words, as he was not at all used to being told what to do. "Great Achilles," he said, "brave and strong you may be, but I am king, and I shall do what I like, and you shall know your place." To which Achilles replied, "You are too greedy. Why should all the Greeks suffer for your evil ways? I, for one, am not going to follow a leader like you into battle." Now King Agamemnon was absolutely furious, but he also understood that something must be done to appease the gods and stop the plague that was destroying his army. And so the next day, he ordered a boat to take the young girl back to her father. But he also sent messengers to the tent of Achilles and ordered him to hand over his own slave girl. And from that moment on, the pride of Achilles was so hurt that he refused to take part in the battle for Troy, but instead stayed inside his tent and sulked while the Greeks went out and fought.